I'm Anil Kumar. Here is a rational expression, and we'll understand how to do subtraction when we are working with rational expressions. So we have 7x divided by x squared minus x minus 12 take away 4x over x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, to do subtraction, we are always looking for lowest common denominator, right? So let's find the lowest common denominator. For that, we need to factor the denominator. So first step is to factor denominator, right? In this particular example. So we can write the rational expression as we have 7x in the numerator. We are looking for two numbers whose product is 12 minus 12, right? So to factor this one, we are looking for product of two numbers to be minus 12 and sum of two numbers to be minus 1. So those two numbers should be minus 4 and 3. Opposite sign, the greater one with negative sign, since we have coefficient of x as negative. So we can write this as x minus 4 times x plus 3, right? Take away 4x divided by, now you need to factor this also. We're looking for product of minus 3, sum of 2. Bigger number is positive, and therefore I could write this as x plus 3 times x minus 1, correct? So by now in factoring you're good enough, so we are not getting really into this details. You can check my videos on factoring if you have some doubts on these things. Now let's talk about the process of addition and subtraction. We should have common denominator and preferably lowest common denominator, right? So what could be the lowest common denominator? Lowest common denominator will be, we have x minus 4, x plus 3, so we should need x minus 4, x plus 3. Here we have x plus 3 and x minus 1, so x minus 1 should also be there. How are we going to get this for both? Well, in the first one, we do not have x minus 1. In the second one, we don't have x minus 4. So what we will do here is, we'll rewrite the expression as x minus 4 times x plus 3 and multiply and divide by what is missing, which is x minus 1. So we'll multiply and divide by x minus 1, correct? So we got all three now, right? Minus, here we have 4x divided by x plus 3 times x minus 1. Now what is missing here? X minus 4 is missing, so we'll multiply and divide by x minus 4. Do you see that? Now we can solve it. So we have a common denominator. Let me rewrite this as product of all three, which is x minus 4 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. And the numerator, we have 7x times x minus 1. So what we have to do now is, we have already multiplied this term, we'll multiply 7x by x minus 1, right? So 7x times x is 7x squared. 7x times minus 1 is minus 7x, correct? Now for the second one, we'll multiply x minus 4 by 4x. So what do we get? We have a minus sign here. So minus 4x times x will be minus 4x squared, and minus 4x times minus 4 will make it positive. 4 times 4 is 16, 16x. You get an idea, right? So that is how we'll get. And now we can combine the like terms. So we have 7x squared minus 4x squared, that gives us 3x squared, and we have minus 7x plus 16x. So that gives us plus 9x, right? So plus 9x divided by these three factors, x minus 4 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. Now in the numerator, I think we can still take something common, which is 3x. So let's take it. Take 3x common, you're left with x plus 3, and in the denominator, we have the three factors, x minus 4 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. What do you notice? X plus 3 could be cancelled, and we could simplify this expression as 3x divided by x minus 4 times x minus 1, right? So we have x minus 4 times x minus 1. So this is how we can subtract. Now here is one more very important aspect, and that is, let me write here, restrictions. Whenever you're working with rational expressions, you should write restrictions. Denominator cannot be 0. So you will write x is not equal to, what makes it 0? 4 and 1? Okay, 4 and 1. Have I missed something? Yes, we have. It cannot have minus 3 also, since that number, that expression, that term will become infinite. You cannot have. So before cancelling, you should actually write the restrictions, or you should consider the whole rational expression before simplification to write restriction. So that is most important to understand. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that helps. You can always share and subscribe my videos. Thank you, and all the best.